Well, hello everyone, and welcome to KingPittDawg Racing. It's been a pretty frustrating few weeks here with the technical difficulties we've had, but I'm hoping we've got a new gateway, and I put new, well, I guess that's actually not going to be relevant to this. I did put a new cord in from my computer to the gateway, so that doesn't really matter to this. But anyway, I'm on here tonight. Tried to do it earlier, wasn't working, so I completely restarted everything. And while I was waiting for my gateway, I decided I would take a little rest. And woke up about, I don't know, what, about half hour ago maybe. So had a little nap so we can get some racing in here, I guess, today. I'm gonna double check, make sure this is actually working on YouTube here. It appears it is, but I also ran on Vin Ethanol the other day and it was not working. It worked for 13 minutes and I did 2 full licensing. So alright, so here we are. Again, we've have a lot of problems, not only with the internet dropping, but also with having problems with streams dropping. So I'm hoping, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'm actually going to keep it live on my phone. I won't be able to tell that, except I can probably kind of quasi-hear it. I can kind of hear myself in the background there. There's always a delay. It's anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, usually 7 or 8. But anyway, let's take a look at what we did. I was on racing this week, but I could not get it to stream. So I did do some racing offline. Won a race. Let's see if I've got those replays up here. Yeah, Interlagos. So what we'll do is, I gotta verify what. Let's go to the shared. I think I shared some of these. Yeah. So this was the first one out. I think this is this. Yeah, this is the one where I won. So we'll watch this one real quick, just to give me a good chance to keep an eye on the stream, make sure everything's working. Because once I put the VR on, I really can't see what's going on. So just straight up with y'all. Okay, so we'll start here. I came out and did a really nice qualifying lap, so I think I started 3rd in this race. So we'll run it, and I'll kind of show you guys through everything. So, no, actually I started 2nd, that's right. Let's get some information up there for everybody. Get some telemetry. So we're in our Group 4 Super here at Interlagos. And this was only my 2nd time out. I qualified and I ran one race where I came up here and spun on the first corner. So this one I took a little more conservative approach and got skunked on it by doing that, which he wasn't too easy pushing me in through there. And then this was kind of weird because he ghosted for some reason, went right through me. So this is I revamped the livery to put up with the numbers. Sign there went way wide, so this put me in position to catch these guys here. These are only 5-lap races, so you can't mess around. So this gets interesting up here. Got a pretty good gap back to third, or fourth, I mean. So I can close it in on them pretty good. I honestly think I would have got these guys regardless, but Darren was a little too aggressive here. You can see I'm catching him right there, both of them. But they both. I think Bijou stayed up, but Jin ghosted. I guess they did. I didn't realize. I thought they quit. He must have let the other guy buy him. Yeah, there he is. Okay. This guy was talking about lag, but I never saw any lag. I think it was just an excuse for bad driving, because he just plowed into both those guys there. Knocked that guy back off the track again. Now, I don't know. There may have been something else going on for a while. I don't know. Oh, that's right. This guy gave me a good bump right there. These Ferraris could really lay into the corners, but they couldn't get out of them for crap. Look at how I pulled away coming out of the corner there. Now watch, he'll come at me and he'll probably close about 8 car lengths going in the corner. But watch me get out of the corner. Later, dude. So this was about 3 o'clock in the morning on, I think, Tuesday morning. And again, I'd come home and was trying to work through the issues with the router, and just wasn't working. So I got frustrated and just laid back and went to sleep in the chair. You see me just pulling away down the straightaway here. Nice and smooth, not pushing my luck. I didn't care if he caught me in the corners. I knew I was going to pull him down the straightaways. And I had 2 Ferraris racing each other at this point. Just overdriving the corners. The Ferraris were good there. I'm not gonna... Still are. I'm gonna run the race here. If this thing stays running, we'll get into VR here in just a few minutes. These are pretty short races, so I can show you both good race replays I ran. Like seeing that big gap. And then I got really conservative on lap 5 here. I did not want to overdrive this stuff. That's a pretty big gap I got right there. We're going with 1 lap to go. You can see I actually had fast lap. The guy had a 740 on lap 3. And then Cheese ran us, I think we're, oh no, actually Cheese ran that same lap on my fast lap, so. Because I remember I had purple and then it went away by the time I ran conservative here and I still was ahead of my lap, but I got very, very careful down in this part in here. See, it got a little sideways on me there, so I was like, I'm going to be very careful the rest of this lap. Yeah, I'm not losing this race to that big a gap on the last lap. As long as I was ahead of him coming out of the last corner, we'd be fine. The Ferrari wasn't catching me down the straightaway. Victory? So there's victory first one in a while. I've won. I think I would have beat those guys either way, so I wasn't too worried about it. Like my own video? Alright, so let's go back down to shared replays. So we've got all that. This one was my first race out. I think I ended up finishing 5th. It doesn't really tell you, does it? Oh no, I had to work for 12. That's right, I went all the way to the back on that one. Okay, so we'll get out of this and go back to the My Items, because I did run 2 more races. This one... yeah, this was a 4th. So we're going to go ahead and just show this one. They're only, like I said, they're only about 6 minutes, 8 minutes. So this one was with a lot of the same guys. This was the next day. Oh, this is one where I didn't. This is the one where I didn't have the wheel on. It was my first race of the night, and I hadn't run any races or anything. So yeah, so I fell back here right away. The wheel wasn't on. So I went all the way back to 8th here. Now that's a McLaren behind us. Actually, 2 of them. Or no, I'm sorry, those are the Ferraris. The McLaren is... where is the McLaren? I thought that... no, maybe that's another race. I had a McLaren that was pushing me. You can see ahead of me, I got 2 guys with some pretty good penalties there, so just being near them on the straightaway will get you by them. Later, dudes. And this is my Manufacturer Cup livery, promoting the HECS Season 2. And by the way, speaking of the HECS, while we're watching this part of the video, HECS, because of the problems here with the with streaming and everything, I am going to push back, but we're going to tighten up the schedule. I'm going to push it back a little bit. We're going to probably run a double-header weekend on the week of the 4th of July. So we'll probably run a race that Saturday night, a later race, and that might be the Le Mans race. And then we're probably going to run one, and then I'm going to push the Daytona race back. So we'll probably run what was going to be the third event. We'll probably run that on the same weekend as the Le Mans race, and that'll be more like a standard race that what we've been dealing with. So it'll probably be a triple header, and then the Le Mans race is going to be probably going to run 2 short sprint qualifying races to try out that format. Average those out and then make our third race the main. So 2 qualifying heat races, average the finish out. Probably do an invert of the average finish. So that's probably how Le Mans is going to work. And those 2 will be kind of our practices, and then we'll decide exactly how we're going to handle everything. I don't want meta cars, because what I may do is have you, because of the fact that there's so limited amount of older cars, just declare your car and then you're with it. And we'll make the room set up so that it's limited enough to where you have to detune your car to meet the points level. That seems to work really better than the factory, or I don't know if you call it factory, but the BOP that gets applied through GT7, because it seems like there's always a meta car, which sucks. But we were pretty well balanced out, I think, for some of the races we ran, where we limited the room considerably less than the max power output and max PP points of the cars, but then allow settings. So that's kind of the equalizer. So we'll see how that works. Le Mans is basically a high-speed track, so there's not a lot of finesse there. So I make up quite a bit of ground here on Mr. Orwell. It wasn't a great lap. It was... This part of the track from like here until you get on the straightaway, I seem to catch a lot of people, but the first part I'm very conservative, having overdriven quite a few times over the years. But this part, especially up here, when I get it right, I really gain on people. And I haven't been incredibly brave yet here, but trying different combinations of shifting and downshifting and upshifting. And again, haven't watched anybody, this is all just a group. I don't remember driving a Group 4 car here before. It's usually Group 3. But this has been really, I mean, I really pretty much drive it like a conservative version of the Group 3 car, so this car handles extremely well now. I don't know what they did to it different, but it'll still come. I mean, it's still got a short wheelbase, so you still got to be careful. If you put too much steering input in it and throttle at the same time, it's gonna start coming around on you. So you just got to be careful. I was pretty satisfied with the top 5, so my real goal was actually watching the guys behind me and just being careful. But fate would have another idea for what's going to happen in this race. I don't think I've done the same shift pattern one lap through there in this race, trying to find different ways of trying to gain. Just need that little spot where you can gain a little bit. This is why you always push hard though, because watch what happens up here. Whoops. Somebody went wide. That's the McLaren. That's the guy I race, I think, in the next race. You know, none of those laps were very fast. So we'll share that one. That was this one. No, that's a time trial. 1:39.793. That's my standing lap, which is pretty darn good. Remember my tags, if you're looking for anything, I'm always going to put the same tag. KPDFQ2STM, and then KingPittDawg. And again, they don't let you capitalize these, so just type KingPittDawg. And usually, if it's a daily, I'll usually just put the track. If it's a manufacturer's, I'll put GTWS. If it's HECS, I've just been doing HECS. Alright, so then we'll watch this one. Working our way up. I think this race was pretty fun, if I remember right. Yeah, there's Mr. Orwell there. Hangman. I'm not sure Scal there, but... Even room there. I thought he was inside me. That's still one thing about the VR. The mirrors need a little work. And why you don't have camera mirrors on cars is because you can't get that angle. So that got me into attrition. There got me into third place, which is where I end up finishing. But I had a pretty fun battle here with Mr. Orwell. He gets in, closes in on me pretty much in every corner. Didn't realize he got that loose there. That turn reminds me a lot of the corkscrew. It's just a little bit different approach because you're coming fairly flat compared to the corkscrew where you're basically at the top of a hill. Yeah, I'm talking about WeatherTech Laguna Seca there. So I use this race as another experiment, so figure out where I can get in. So I got a little too deep there. Now, one thing I've noticed about this, it's dead accurate now. When you actually look at the mirrors, that's what you do inside the car. It's pretty cool. Because in VR, in case you haven't done VR, where you actually turn your head is where it's actually clearer, it's more focused. So the eye tracking thing does that too, but more with your head movement. As far as focusing, I think it does, but then your eye tracking will work a little better too. So I think it uses the eye tracking more for like loading. You know, where it's going to load the higher priority for clarity. Mr. Orwell's definitely pushing it. But the other two are gone, man. Oh, it's Mr. Owl. I thought it was Mr. Orwell. Huh. My mistake. Mr. Owl. My mistake. I didn't even notice that. It's just amazing what your mind will do. I saw the R and flipped it to the other side of the O as well. Interesting. Wow, he ran a 138.9. Holy crap. Hoo. No wonder they were gone. Man, they're way up there. They're in the corner already. Oh, he almost pushed it out too far there. And there he did. Look at the launch I get out of that corner. Look at me pull away there. That's bumping up to. That's when I learned how to bump this thing, and even the Group 3 car, moving them up a gear with a shorter wheelbase really helps. So, just FYI, those out there driving Supras, whether it be Group 3, Group 4, even the factory one, the stock one. And that thing, the stock one's got 2 more gears than this. It's got an 8-speed, which I rarely ever use 7th or 8th in that. But another podium. And we'll share that one, and then we'll go in and I want to do the time trial first, and then we'll go run a couple of races, a couple dailies. This is the one okay, this one I gotta share. Okay. Hey, Polyphony, if you're listening, allow me to save my tags, damn it. I am so tired of typing these all the time. It'd be a different story if the input was better, you know, and it was just as simple as just typing it, but having to go through this stupid thing all the time is just ridiculous. Alright, so we'll let that run through. I'm going to grab the VR headset here, get it ready. So that one uploaded. By the way, I was going to run the Nürburgring race, but ran a few laps and decided, had problems with the internet locking up, so I'm like, nah, forget it. So this is actually my car that we've been running in the dailies, and this is Toyota's car. So I'm going to run this in the dailies because they're not putting the plates on the door in the dailies. So oh, by the way, if you see this screen grow blank, or grow blue, it's just me getting the VR set up. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, headset on. Now I just need to get everything set up here. So bear with me, it takes a minute. Sometimes it takes longer. It helps to look around while you're doing this part of the setup. Alright, here we are in VR. So let's take just a quick peek at the car we're running in the VR showroom. And let's go to the... let's see. It's a daily, we'll go to the garage one. This is about my... probably here. My height to a Supra, roughly. I really like the livery on this car. I think it came out really nice. The HECS promotion. I wish this thing would stop revving. It's just stupid. And nope, you're not seeing things. That is a Meal Fry Racing Gray. And then it is also, that is Heat Blue Contrast Layering Lexus color and Soul Red Crystal 46V Mazda color. So that is three-stage colors on this car. So it would be a very long, drawn-out painting process. This thing definitely has a more pronounced splitter on it than the factory one, which is above it. And you see we still got the M-Power logo on there. Won't be long, folks. Probably, I would guess 2025, the 2025 Supra. Maybe 2026. Haven't seen any development of it yet, but 2025 or 2026 Supra, I'm assuming, is going to be the one they showed them last year. I think these are good-looking cars. I mean, we had one. The only thing I really don't completely like about it is if you come to this angle right about here. Now, with the livery on it, actually looks better, but the quarter panel is almost too much. Because the Z4 actually has a bolt-on quarter panel, but these have a weld-on quarter. So there's a big difference between the Z4 because Toyota developed the roofed car. Now, this car is a lot stiffer than the Z4 and lighter. The Z4 is a power roof convertible vehicle only. And those wondering what that is in the back right there, that is your air input. So when they come into the pits, these cars don't have like a compressor on them, so they come in and they put a hose on it and psh, pops up the jacks. So people don't know that. Now the wheels show to be 5 lugs, but you know that's something they need to fix in the game as well. I think they could do it very simply. If you got these wheels on a racing car, they should be able to make it look one lug. All they'd have to do is just basically put a lug over the 5 lug area, because most racing, even NASCAR now, has gone to those single lug. So, good looking car. I really like this livery. I like the fact that I changed the color and put the this was actually a New Year's car, and I took and used that New Year's 2023, covered it up with a black bar, and then found a nice looking Gran Turismo World Series, and then used the old school Toyota stripes and then just a Toyota emblem and made that, because it said happy up there and then New Year down here at the bottom. So I love the front ends on these cars. Huh, look at that, I lost it because I was looking down too far. Alright, so we did that. We got our little walk around. So let's go try out some time trials. First of all, let's look through the Legends cars, because I peeked in here earlier. So that's one I have to buy eventually. This one, I don't think this is one we have to buy. I thought about buying this so I have it for the race, but I'm probably going to drive the 787 at the Le Mans race anyway. 787B. I won't buy that thing. If I can get a gift of it, I'm fine. I don't know if I ever looked at this one in the VR showroom. Let's take a look. This is a 1954 Ferrari. But just look how much more crude these were back then. Look at the rivets on the fuel door and the key thing, and this was an actual racing type car. Look, it doesn't even have like trim panels. See, there's your single lug knockoffs. Hit those on with a hammer. Alright, let's take a peek inside. Oh, I like that. On the right there on the shifter, you can lock out the reverse gate. That's good. Yeah, these things were bare bones. Ferrari sold cars so he could race instead of the other way around. Whoop. We're out of VR there. Oleo? What's oleo? Temperature and oleo pressure, I guess. Benzina, that's probably fuel. Aqua, I would guess that's water. The Giri, I guess that's revolution somehow. Oh, it doesn't even have a mirror over here. Not a lot of crash protection in these, people. As somebody who works in the collision repair industry, I can tell you I would not want to be in this car when I got hit. Let's learn more about this one, because I don't know much about this one. One of the great Ferraris of the 19... I'm going to move the screen up here. Great Ferraris of the 1950s. Pininfarina. Mondial. Ah, the Tour de France race car. Okay, that's why. What always amazes me about these cars is they look so big when you're just looking at them like that, but then you go and actually look at them, and they are tiny. I mean, this is probably my height to this car. Rothmans. Just realized they don't actually have the logo on there. We got some trailer lights in the back here. Save money where they can. Let's get in this one. Now this thing's cool. Shifter there, just like the Matsuda. This thing's gotta look cool at night. And you really sit down in these things. You must be, I mean, even in the seat, your ass must be about 5 inches off the ground. Brake bias. Starter. Fog light. Windscreen. That looks like my Supra's driver's side wiper thing. Overly complex, of course. Motor and gear oil. Pretty cool. Should I do it? I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be on here for a few days. It's not limited stock yet. Alright, let's go run some time trials. I don't think I did. I think I was trying to, and I got booted, and I got frustrated. So I was trying to do the one at Scuba in the rain. I think I did a few laps. I guess I don't have this car, actually. I couldn't get this to load that day. Yeah, it's in the rain, so. Ooh, into the mud. You don't want to get off on this in the rain here. We don't want to be that high. Stay out of the puddles if you can, but find the dry spot. trying to avoid the wet spot here this by going a little higher than that time. Try a different line here. Avoid the water, avoid the water. I'm definitely getting pedal issues I haven't had in a while. I have to watch my telemetry on a replay and see. Or maybe I got track control. It's kicking in, I don't know. This thing's an automatic, I guess I don't need to rev match. Ooh, we just slid right into the mud. Use this lap to clean the tires off. Come on, baby, stick. Come on, stick. Alright, well, we'll stop there. I don't know where that's going to get us. Maybe silver? Oh! No, that's bronze. Okay. I thought 109 was gold or something like that. Let's see what it says. Yeah, 109,728. Okay, so yeah, I've got a ways to go yet. I got to figure out where I'm losing speed. 79,000. Doosh. Now this should be fun. Oh, hards, huh? Long course. Now, I'm gonna have to be careful because I'm used to running these without limits, so we'll have to be a little more careful. 154,957 in the Sylvia. See what we can do with the old Zuper here.